Hey everybody, it's Angela. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a very, very special guest. This is my white dad, KENE BENSEL, PGA Master Professional and lifetime retiree, and he is definitely the Jedi of golf, best junior golf coach in the world.
It was such a pleasure to have Angela over from Los Angeles. I started coaching her 8-10 years ago, and Angela, in my opinion, is the best junior golfer I ever coached.
Okay. And today we are going to be doing a very special episode. We are going to be doing our normal thing on lessons, swing, technique, talking golf, catching up, and I'll also be doing a quote-unquote semi-lesson or giving a couple tips to his students who were in my shoes a couple years ago. So it's a really cool episode that we're going to see a lot of raw content. It's really just our relationship, and I hope you guys like it. If you do, share, like, subscribe, and we'll get started with the video.
Shoulders, sweetie. Start with your hips. You get stretch.
Yeah.
From here to your hip. You get an extra inch and a half stretch.
Yeah.
And it's like a slingshot. Boom.
So that's why I really feel the whiplash at the end of my shaft,
Yes.
right? Is that why you asked me to go to a low kick shaft?
Yes. Good turn, yeah.
More? Oh my god. I can still stretch that far? Am I too here still a little bit?
You're good?
Okay. Right there, right?
Yes. Bingo.
Oh.
You feel the speed?
Yeah. Gosh. I mean, it's not like driver's been a problem, but I haven't felt that, like, this part release in a long time. Did you watch me on the range? Is that how you first met me, or you met through Gabby?
I saw you at Heather Farhunt, and I told your mother you were the best player in the tournament.
Even though I was hacking away like this?
I said, Angela, I've coached thousands of juniors, and Angela's the best junior player I've ever seen.
What you mean?
I told you that too.
Yeah, I know, but why? How did you come to that?
Because when you've watched as many people practice as I have, you can recognize talent. Then you came out here and you gave my kids a demonstration on shots. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
And you hit every shot you can hit in the game of golf better than the tour professionals I work with. Turn as far as you can. Beautiful.
You know, there's such a big difference now that I'm teaching of saying something and then actually doing it with your body and then doing it on the course. So the hardest transition for everybody is doing it in practice and on the course, and it's just because they don't have enough reps and they don't trust themselves, right?
Right. But it takes 21 days to learn a fundamental.
Why 21 days?
As Dr. Rotella says, it takes 21 days.
Dr. Hotel.
Beautiful.
Is that ball flight too high?
No. Well, you know, when you go through a fitting run, they tell you high, no spin,
Yeah.
goes farther. But most good players, and I was a fitter at Callaway for 2 years, they want it where they feel like they have control. They feel like they lose control and it goes like this.
So a little bit lower than what I just hit?
Well, if you can hit that and you're comfortable with it, I'd say do it.
Okay.
It actually goes farther.
The worst drill ever, but you have to do it. Like the towel drill, I can't tell you how many times. If I started a practice session without the towel, Keen would just stare at me. She'd be like, what are you doing? Remember that, Keen?
I do. Now, yeah. Excellent. Okay. Thank you, dear.
This is a tournament round you're talking about? Is this the first round, second round, or is this just generally? Oh, okay. Well, first off, before you even get to anything like technical course management, you have to hydrate and you have to make sure you eat. Because that's the biggest thing at that time at the round is endurance and like mental stability, hydration, concentration, focus. Half of it's just from nutrition. Like some of the girls that I teach, if they don't eat or drink at all, how can they expect to make good decisions, you know? And then that would be second thing I'd say, like physically, like if you feel tired, if you feel like you can't hold your swing, you definitely need to work out more. Like golf is more physical than people think.
Hey
Was that the answer? Did I pass, Keen?
You passed.
Okay, yay. Honestly, that's it. It's nothing any different from the first 4 holes. It's just, are you well hydrated, or did you eat enough protein and carbs? Is your body strong enough to last 18 holes? That's it. It's not like, oh, magically the 4 holes are different. They're not.
How did all of Kene's kids finish on the last 4 holes yesterday?
Oh no.
4 over par.
Oh no.
She's out of gas. Can't think. Would you agree?
Yeah. And I also think it comes with like maturity and not caring about your score, if that makes any sense. Like you have to care, but not care too much, because you can't let that decide what you're doing on hole 1 or hole 18. But that comes with a lot of experience and controlling yourself. Like you can't do that overnight, but nutrition and fitness you can.
And without the proper experience, they make a lot of bad decisions. Would you agree?
Yes, but learn from them because you need them.
So we have to up our tournament
Yeah.
if you want to be a champion. When you were a junior golfer, how many tournaments did you play, Angela?
4 a month, minimum.
4 a month.
Minimum. That was ever since I was like 12. But there was a time where Keith made me stop playing tournaments because I wasn't prepared for tournaments. I remember that. That's
Let's
a difference.
Get a swing first.
Yeah. That's a separate conversation.
But after we got a swing, how
Yeah.
many times did you play in the women's open?
Only once.
She played in the U.S. Open once, so you won the qualifier.
Yeah.
How old were you?
16. I got second.
16.
Here I come.
But my sister, she went 13, 14, and 15. So that's my older sister. So I had a lot of pressure growing up. She was the golden child. She was a straight A student. She had a full ride to USC by the time she was 13, but we're still struggling till this day. It didn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything now. So that's golf.
And these are all things that I go over with the kids, but I'm praying they listen to you.
Oh, me too. Trust me.
Say that to you. Thank you.
She's got it. Anytime, Keen.